Hello, Frankie Cole here. What's up, my tarot people? Viewership has dwindled quite a bit. It happens. I haven't really changed so much in my readings, so I can see how people would get a little, complacent. So I guess, in lieu of switching things up and asking, um, share, subscribe, I guess. That's the thing that people do on YouTube, right? And then also, I don't know, if you want to give me any constructive criticism, and I mean constructive, not you suck. Uh, Tell that to myself sometimes already. So I'm good. I'm good on the criticism. I'm sure we all are. Just wanted to light this guy. Fuego. Hope everybody's doing well during the Mercury retrograde and between the eclipses. So it's funny because sometimes we think we're ready for something and we're like biting at the bit. We're like, yeah, let's go, let's do this, let's fucking make things happen. And then we have setbacks upon just stuff that we have to learn that we forgot that we needed to actually learn. And how are you digging this pink shirt and my pink hair? It's pink and then purple. I'm girl colors today. It's madness. So it's all about your own process and your own and the knowing of where you are in your process and where you are trying to get to and what you need to do to figure out how long along the way how to get there. No one can rush you in your process, not even yourself, because you have to be able to learn things when you are, when you go through them, instead of letting it ruin things for you and, put you in a state of hopelessness or fear. You have to, you have to figure out, okay, what's the lesson here? What am I supposed to learn? What am I not doing? And that's obviously really difficult because nobody wants to take personal responsibility for things that are happening in their life, but a lot of times we are the makers of our own deathbeds and just stuff that's happening. Obviously outside forces have some impact, but we are in the driver's seat. And Violet is back there. I don't know what she's doing. She's getting a gopher or something. So, you'll know when you're ready too. It's funny because you have this distinct feeling, and if you pay attention to your feelings and just your awareness with inside you. I guess it starts with self-awareness. Oh, did I sit on sap? Boo. Sign for the universe. Stick in your seat. Whatever. But yeah, you'll feel it. And I know I'm ready for the next leg of my journey because I had a dream about packing my bags and getting ready to go. Where I'm going, I don't know, but I'm going somewhere. And actually, I woke up with all these plans and ideas and I was ready. I'm ready to travel. I think. Don't hold me to that because I haven't. I don't know. I haven't quite gotten everything all together in my mind, but at least I'm headed in that direction. I think it's because it's I had stuff in my dream, but I had only 2 small bags packed, and so that's me not taking along the rest of the stuff that I have been harboring, and that's me getting ready to travel lightly. The fool. I am the fool. And the thing is, you think the fool is stupid? Nah, the fool is the smartest one in the deck. It has the least amount of responsibility. That's why it's the fool. Because you go and you start a new journey. It's daring and fresh and new and free, and You know, you're not carrying the rest of the world with you. And he says, "Peace out, suckers. I'm out. I'm gonna go travel." And you know what's funny is that I've I have always been able to make stuff happen in my life regardless. Like I've set my intention and I'm like, I want this to happen. And then I somehow find a way to make it happen, come hell or high water. That's really been my strength in life is I make stuff happen for myself. And you know, if you tap into that powerful resource that you have, which is, you know, uh, surrounding elements and your brain and everything, you can make anything happen. It's really not that. It's not impossible. It's hard, but it's not impossible. And if we keep telling ourselves that it's impossible, then that we're gonna believe it, and nothing's gonna happen, and we're just gonna sit and dwell. Or we could just go and do and not dwell. You know, if you really want something, you will go. You will find a way to get it. You will go after it, and you will do it. If you're not really that sure, or if you don't know, or if you don't really want it that bad, it's not. You're not gonna make it happen. So, where are your priorities? What do you want in life? What is your golden ticket? What is your the only other one is golden goose egg. I don't know. What do you want? And how are you going to get that? And you know, are you willing to make the sacrifices that it takes? If you answered yes, I think you're ready to go too. Aha. I think it's, I mean, I definitely believe that, like, the astrology is, freaking sap. The astrology is setting us up for some really big, good wins right now. And, you know, I think that, this next eclipse is going to kind of help close the opening of the portal that's right now. And I mean it's gonna like what it's setting off into motion is still gonna go, but the intense energy of change that's, you know, that we feel is going to subside. Oh crap. And we're going to be able to um, collect our thoughts and collect ourselves and go and start, you know, putting into motion what we have been experiencing, which will be very important. All right, I'm going to sit like this and hopefully, oh sap, oh sap. Okay. Um. Oh boy. Well, well, well. So we have the Three of Wands reversed, and we have the Knight of Swords again. That Knight of Swords, he's just charging in and saying things, thinking things. We have the Moon reversed, and we have the Two of Swords reversed. So there is some kind of cloudiness around things. And this is for the next few days. This is until, you know, from Monday to Wednesday, because I'm doing this group thing, this grouped reading now, so I don't have to do it every day. So the Three of Wands in reverse is kind of, it's like a failure to launch a bit. Like things are not quite heading out, which is interesting when it's coupled with the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is like this person who's just going forth and doing and saying, and so maybe there is, maybe that's causing some problems and some murkiness, because we have the Moon reversed and we have the Two of Swords reversed. But the Two of Swords reversed is always about having a deeper understanding of a conversation. So, I mean, maybe there's a deeper conversation that's being had, but maybe there is some emotional uncertainty that's going on, that is holding things back. Maybe there is a hiccup in the plans of what is going on. You know, maybe you are trying to plan a trip or trying to plan some move, the next move into your, your life and where you want to go and what you want to accomplish, but there's still something that's not allowing it to go forward. There's a roadblock, and we have to wait until the roadblock is cleared. How do you clear the roadblock? How do you clear anything? You uncover the source, or you gotta clean. What is it? How do you know where the dirt is in your house? Or you gotta find the dirt to clean it all up, right? So what is holding up? What is stopping this from progressing forward? Because I feel like this Knight of Swords wants to run forward, but there's like something holding it up. There's like still some heaviness, I think, going on. Oh. So we have the Nine of Wands, just upright, Justice in reverse. So maybe there's some balancing that needs to happen. And we're in Libra, Mercury retrograde, and the Sun's about to go into Libra, and so that's what's balance. Balance needs to happen. Karmic balancing. What have you been cultivating, and what has been culminating that needs to see return or gain, or needs to see correction, you know? What is out there that has been, happening that is an obvious incongruency, but is yet still slid underneath the radar of it coming out and being acknowledged or known or or called out, Looking at you, Mr. Trump. I'm just kidding. So then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse here, and we have the Two of Wands. So we have the Three of Wands pointing back to the Two of Wands. So it has something to do with this, I think, with this Knight of Cups reversed, and some anxiety, because the Nine of Wands can be anxiety. It also can be trying to line everything up perfectly in a harmony and in a row, because you have your big bundle of wands, and actually it's funny because we have at the top there's the Sagittarian symbol right there, and that's the Sagittarian is, we're always like, we gotta have all the balls in all the courts. So there's a lot going on right now, and I think a lot of can also be baggage, and so maybe there is some baggage around an injustice, around some kind of emotional situation, and an action that needs to be taken, because the Two of Wands is going forth and acting. It's an interaction between two people. So maybe there is some kind of conversation that needs to happen that's really important, to balance the scales between people, a decision that needs to be made. It's basically, we are in, Saturn is in Sagittarius, so it's all about justice. It's all about what have you been getting away with that is no longer going to be acceptable now, or what have you been putting in, feeding and putting into place and cultivating and growing, that now is going to bear fruit and come to fruition of the efforts that you've been putting in. What ideas have you felt that were supposed to be acknowledged or understood, or any kind of standing that you've been putting in, a lot of work, what that hasn't maybe been acknowledged, that now will come to light and be out there for all to see. I think it's an unburdening. That's really That's my idea of it. An unburdening of things and uh, ready to, step on a path of going forth and creating a wonderful, amazing life for yourself. It is only normal to miss someone who is dear to you, but remember, love knows no separation. You may be physically apart, yet spiritually you are always united. Those you love are forever present in your heart. It's true. People don't just leave. They're there. Unless you cut cords. Snip, snip. Sometimes you need to cut cords. Sometimes you get an overgrown garden and you just are like, what is going on here? Why are your weeds still here? That can also be something, it doesn't have to be a physical move forward. It can be actually just a mental shift where you're like, yes, and I'm going to let go of all of that because it doesn't matter anymore. And you can just let it go. And that's actually a really big thing because we hold on to a lot of things, and we consistently believe that patterns will persist, and then they do because, we create our own reality. I'm so grateful for you, my love. You give so freely without condition. Life is an endless flow of blessings because of your great love. You are always in my heart, like a glowing ocean light, a shimmering star in heaven. Love is a golden memory, drifting through space like autumn leaves, recollections of loving days and nights. Be still, listen, feel, and just be. Have you forgotten what is truly important? When you pass from this world, all you will take with you is your soul and the beautiful memories it holds. You, my beloved, are like a ray of golden sunshine. I breathe in your love, and all my concerns melt away, and all that is left is pure joy. Thank you, my beloved soulmate. So, let go, release, and have those conversations, and go forward. Whoa, I'm going to finish before the 20 mark. Sweet! Unless I pull another card, which it's been telling me to do, as like a synopsis. Princess of Swords. Reversed. Okay. So, 2 swords cards. So, there may be some... Ooh, there it goes. Unpleasantness. Immaturity. But... I think that you can handle... so classy. You can handle that because we've gotten to a point where we realize what's really important and how to focus our energies on things that are more valuable than getting into, little arguments about things that aren't really that important, and being able to have rational conversations with people when we're upset because, it's if we focus on the negative and we focus on what we can't do, then that's really all it's going to be focused on, and nothing's going to happen because we've already said, oh, I can't. Well, if you say I can't already, then you've already closed the door. You've shut that door to anything to be possible. But when you say I can try, or I can adjust, that's where things are malleable and have the ability to flow. I can't is just the grossest word. Just stop it. I've said it. People say it. Stop it. Say, I can. I can. Alright. Now I'm going to end it. We're still below the 20 mark, though. So, I hope you guys have a great next 3 days and have those conversations. I can.